Shane Alves. Let's drop the act. Tell us who you really are, and who you're working for.
In your dreams. I'm not saying a damn thing.
Is that so? Then take a look at this.
Damn you! How did you know?
Language gives you away. You slip back into it when you're emotionally charged. I remember that city-state. Your people needed hypercubes and requested aid from the metropoles. After the agreement was signed, it became a subordinate city to Seville. That was over a decade ago.
Yeah, you helped us back then. But how long are we supposed to pay that debt? 10 years? 20? For the rest of our damn lives? We grow the finest wheat in all of White Sands. But the moment we signed that deal, we lost all say in the price. Every industry we try to build, we have to kneel and ask the metropoles for permission. A whole decade gone, and we've got nothing to show for it but wheat. No industry, no development, no future. You use hypercube rations to keep us on a leash, forcing us to be nothing but your farmers!
The Metropole system has its flaws, but it remains the most effective way for human civilization to survive against the catastrophes.
Keep lying to yourself. We believed that too at first. But what did we get? Half our harvest is taken as tribute. Our children who go to the metropoles never come back. Wheat prices get worse every year. And if we have a few bad harvests from disasters, they even cut our hypercube rations the next year!
That's impossible. Hypercube allocations for satellite towns are non-negotiable. No one has the authority to reduce them. Where did you hear such lies?
Lies? If they were just lies, your parents wouldn't have had to run, would they?
You. What else do you know?
That person was right about you. This gets under your skin, doesn't it? You're dying to know more. Fine. I'll tell you. 10 years ago, a man from Metropole came to my hometown. Said he was secretly researching the real conditions of satellite towns under the Metropole system. What a dedicated guy. He spent months visiting over a dozen towns like ours. Promised us his wife was a counselor who could definitely bring our situation to the higher-ups. He wrote a long report detailing all the flaws and dangers of the Metropole system. Warned that both this city and the satellite towns were sitting on a powder keg ready to blow. Then, well, you know what happened? He got an arrest warrant. Branded a traitor. Until there was no place left for him in the Metropole.
Enough.
So they went to this city and personally lit the fuse. They started the war! And their daughter, the one they had to leave behind, got brainwashed into becoming the Metropole's most obedient, most loyal dog!
I said, that's enough!
Believe what you want. Either way, you've only got two choices. Believe your parents were real traitors, or admit the Metropoles are actually a rotting pile of garbage. This city's the only one who got the spine to resist being swallowed whole by you people all this time.
You call that spine? This city abuses hypercubes to warp the anomalous power and distort life itself. Turning soldiers, even infected civilians, into monsters, neither human nor beast, then throwing them onto the battlefield. Even if they win, what kind of twisted victory is that?
You made us do it! Don't forget the Nirvana massacre. You fucking bastards have no right to judge anyone! The Metropole should have fallen long ago. You people, rotten to the core! Just wait to be slaughtered by this city!
Don't you dare die! Who organized your group? Who gave you the intel on the secret passages? No!
We will have vengeance. We will be free. We will destroy the hegemony. We will have freedom.
It's okay. I was just too rash. I'll be fine in a moment. I don't know. You're right. I should go look for whatever truth is there. Thank you, officer. I'll go with you.
So foolish. They think breaking away from the metropoles means they're free. That they can now run their own industry, their own religion, and control their own resources. As if they can just farm and trade in peace in a world ravaged by catastrophes. But the world is a jungle, full of predators. When a weak lamb cries for independence and leaves the herd, it doesn't get freedom, it gets eaten. That's why we have to stay on the right path. Even if our hand has to be iron, even if it seems cruel, we must follow it, and guide them to follow it too. To all our brothers who lost their way, your hate was used. Your pain was turned into a weapon against the city-state. But I still recognize you as one of us. I hope you find the prosperity and freedom you were looking for, here in your eternal rest.
It couldn't have been easy to find this place. I'm fine. I just wanted to stay in a quiet place for a while. Here, I can hear voices from the past. When I need quiet, they keep me company.
Why are you holding us back? Why are we the ones trapped here on the farm? Why are you stealing our future?
ask me if I still remember what the ideal city-state was supposed to be. If I remember the person I used to be. The one who fought side by side with them for a shared future. They ask when the war will end, when the trees in our homeland will grow green again. They speak of everything, except the reason they died. It wasn't like this before. I still remember when I was young, hearing about the future from books, from my parents, from the news. Everyone said the future would be an ideal era. Ever since the Nightfall, the metropoles have united settlements and city-states, providing aid for decades. I once saw towns on the brink of extinction, rebuilt with the metropole's help. Refugees fleeing from catastrophes would embrace each other in tears, and they finally reached our gates. That same year, Savail proclaimed to all territories that if every city-state united and contributed what it could, even the greatest disasters could be overcome. Small states are not burdens, but our flesh and blood. Resources are not barriers, but bridges between us. If we stand united, civilization's light will burn away the long night, and humanity will rise again. Officer, I believe the evidence we've seen, but I can't dismiss everything the metropoles have done for decades because of a few isolated cases. Maybe we've missed something, or something's been hidden from us. The information we don't have might explain everything. If the mole brought me this information, they must know even more than I do. I won't be shaken by this. Even if it's just to learn the whole truth. I'll find that mole and make them talk. I need to know what kind of justice they claim to uphold while sending so many people to kill me.
I have a suggestion. Instead of splitting into shifts tonight, why don't we all just stay here together?
So we can all keep a closer eye on one another, you mean?
I mean, we can protect one another. The situation is still unclear. Staying in a group is the most logical way to ensure everyone's safety. It's obvious.
A group is just a bigger target. I have no intention of dozing off only to have my throat slit by the person sharing my fire. Separately, we stay sharp. That's how you survive. And with today's chaos, the monolith research can't be finished. I assume Hilda would prefer some quiet to work.
The location is irrelevant to me. The monolith's repairs are almost done. I can work from anywhere. Our priority now should be determining which arrangement is more likely to flush out the remaining mole.
Perhaps we should put it to a vote? Look, there are exactly 5 of us.
Very well. I will retrieve the monolith files from my room.
Helene and I can gather bedding and see what other provisions we can salvage.
Can I have your assistance to complete the final calibration process?
Ah, of course. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten why you brought an old cryptographer along in the first place.
No trouble at all. After all, the monolith is the entire reason we're all here, isn't it?
My expertise with mechanical systems isn't on par with Huck's, but I can manage the radio components.
The final calibration requires extensive parallel calculations and data entry. Please review your assigned documents thoroughly, then input the data accurately into the corresponding monolith modules. Notify me immediately of any interface discrepancies or hardware errors during the process. I will make the necessary adjustments.
I see now. So this is the monolith. Truly an elegant design. Not purely mechanical rotors, but integrated with the latest computing technology. Yet, it still contains 12 interconnected rotors internally. On demand, several can generate false data to mislead the enemy, while its cyclical structure renders brute force decryption utterly useless. If we had had this device back then, our intelligence network would not have been so thoroughly annihilated. Augustus, that anomalous power wielder from Dis City. As long as she knows the strike coordinates in advance, her incomprehensible power can intercept anything. This alone stripped us of every effective deterrent we had. And that ghostly Reaper unit, always appearing where we were most vulnerable, tearing our defensive lines to shreds. But now... no matter. It is not too late.
Once this city can no longer decrypt our messages, Augustus will lose her strategic advantage. Officer, I need you to take the night watch. Though everything lies in ruins around us, this is the final push. Thank you. There. It is complete now. What's the matter? I expected our mole would have made a move by now.
This presents two possibilities. First, is the mole even still among the living? Perhaps Huck, who fell in the chaos, was the culprit after all?
Oh, for heaven's sake. What move are you all waiting for? Just crate this thing up and ship it out. I'm so sick of this place. I want to go home.
Wait, what does this indicator mean?
What on earth?
This code is...
A Caesar cipher. Offset by 3. The first lesson for every cryptographer. I'm staying to disarm it.
What? Have you lost your mind, Hilda? That's not the monolith anymore. It's a bomb. You have barely 2 hours. The plan has failed. Our only objective now is to evacuate immediately and inform the superiors.
We haven't failed yet. It's just a temporary bomb. Once disarmed, its core functionality will remain intact. The city-state is waiting for the intelligence monolith is meant to carry. We cannot abandon our mission at the final moment. If it explodes, we lose everything.
Insane. You're insane! You're all insane, but I'm not. I'm done with this. I'm getting out of here. I refuse to die in this damned place. crazy. I only came here for a damn seminar. I am not going to die in this place. I have to survive. I'm going to make it back alive. I don't have time for your witch hunt anymore. I still don't know what I did to deserve being dragged into this hellhole. Unless I've somehow slept with the mole, I am the most innocent person here. You know me, officer. You know I'm not clever enough for these kinds of games. Pretty words. In my line of work, we hear all kinds of sweet talk. Stay with me tonight. Marry me, you'll be the happiest woman alive. Some promises are sincere, others are lies. And I have a talent for believing the lies. I'll be frank with you, officer. Someone proposed to me. He found out my identity. He knows I'm a spy for the Metropoles. And he said he didn't care. He still wanted to love me, to wait for me, to run away with me. I was paralyzed. I couldn't bring myself to silence him, but I couldn't bring myself to defect either. And that's when the orders came down for this seminar. I just want a chance to choose again. Don't stand in my way. Once I'm safe, I'll burn that letter myself. But if you try to stop me, I'll expose your secret right away. I mean it. Good little bird. Good little bird. Take this to him for me. He promised to love me forever, didn't he? He said he would pluck the stars and moon from the sky for me. So let him come save me now. Go, little bird. Fly! Hurry! Fly away!
Unauthorized communication. Disclosure of classified information. She is caught in the act.
No!
Since you are so certain Helene is not the mole, then enlighten me. What is your theory? But doesn't that contradict your previous reasoning?
Of course. I suppose it was inevitable. By simple process of elimination, I am the last and most logical suspect. But is it not a rather unscientific method to condemn a man based solely on that, without a single piece of tangible proof? Consider this. If guards we dismissed could orchestrate an assault, is it not equally plausible that an actor, entirely unknown to us, remains hidden within the manor's shadows? And the modifications to the monolith. Surely, someone could have accessed the room while Hilda was absent to make the alterations?
It's all right. We'll have our answers soon enough. The interrogation will see to that. I understand. You did everything you could. He's an old fox who has lived on a knife's edge for decades. It would be strange if he did have any obvious weak spots. That won't be necessary. Since he refuses to talk, I'll just see for myself.
Is it your turn now, Hilda? What new trick do you have for your old mentor?
I do have a new method. One that perhaps you yourself bestowed upon me. Money. A City Bank bearer account ending in 7749. A Fraser Union safe deposit box. Designation Gamma 7. Power. Secret meetings at exclusive salons. The title of Chief Advisor for the Strategic Intelligence Division. Wine. Romany Conti from before the Nightfall. Women. The first chair violinist from the Golden Hall. Your retirement manifest is far more splendid than the austerity you so tearfully described. You recruited under the guise of mentorship, placing assets across departments to feed you intelligence. Casey, Edward, Nolane, all of them are pawns in your game. So you willingly became the mole who hollowed out your own home, trading critical intelligence for a comfortable post-war life, deserting the battlefield where you belonged.
Don't be so rigid, Hilda. I'm retired. Your moral code doesn't apply to me anymore. You know the beauty of our business. Sell to two sides, and you're a traitor. But sell to everyone, and suddenly, you're a professional information broker. And your market value soars.
You are utterly beyond redemption.
If all intelligence has a price, why should the monolith be any different? Besides, the truth it hides is far more corrupt than anything I've done. I may have lost my conscience, but selling that... that was genuinely liberating. You have no idea, do you? Oh, of course you don't. You don't know what the Metropoles plan to do with it. You're my most brilliant, yet most foolish student, handing them a knife while preaching about loyalty and justice. And now you have this power. So you can read minds, can you? Then I don't need to tell you anything. See for yourself. Take a good, long look.
be? It's impossible. This is madness. A plan like this would never pass the Joint Council.
Still so naive, Hilda. The Council is just another marketplace. All their grand speeches about risk and peace. In practice, it's all business. Isn't the Nirvana explosion proof enough?
That was different. Nirvana had concentrated a massive stockpile of experimental weaponry in laboratories, including the Reapers. I understood the threat. We had no other choice.
Excellent. You've just demonstrated another classic fallacy. Intelligence operatives are often deceived by the very intelligence they handle, mistaking institutional authority for moral justification. No matter its military value, Nirvana was fundamentally an economic port. When the bombs fell, countless civilians hadn't even begun to evacuate. You've been fooled, Hilda.
No. You're justifying your own betrayal.
Justify? Why would I bother? I betrayed them because I saw the rot at the core and refused to be its next sacrifice. I defected to Fraser because they offered a better price and a higher chance of survival. But now it seems even that deal is a poor investment.
Officer? You're all right. That's a relief. Manifest is gone. Helene was clear of the blast radius. She should be fine. As for Nolane, she...
Quite fitting, isn't it? You always shut me out, Hilda. Pushed me away. No matter how many of your codes I broke, you never let me in. Never let me join you. I thought you were looking down on me, so I went to Manfist. He said I had talent, that he appreciated my skills. He wrote the recommendation, got me into the cryptography department. I never realized he was just using me to get to you. I was so naive, thinking it was my own skill that let me fight my way to your side. I really wanted to go to Seville. I can't remember a single good day from my childhood. My stomach was always a hollow ache. Even with one meal, I was terrified of where the next would come from. Gunfire could erupt in the alleyways at any moment. When I thought life was meaningless, you were the one who saved me. You showed me a city-state could be something more. You once told me you became a spy because you wanted the city-state to become that ideal in your heart. That kind of city-state must have truly existed once, right? I don't understand. When I work undercover, when I'm used by others, am I doing something wrong or something good? I really can't tell anymore. But as long as we're moving towards the right goal, we won't lose our way, right? Hilda, you're different from me. You're smarter. You can definitely stay on the right path. Because you never lose sight of the goal. What we're facing now is just an inevitable obstacle on the path. That's all. We'll overcome it eventually. Right? And now, you even have this special power. One that can see through everything and show the way forward. Right? Then, can you tell me which path is truly the right one?
Don't follow my example. Even with this power, there are still many things I cannot see through. In the end, haven't I lost you too? This is my fault. I was the one who told her Surveil's story, filling her head with unrealistic fantasies about the Metropoles. I was also the one who failed to stop her from joining us, who didn't guide her properly, letting her be used with hollow ideals and beliefs. I led an innocent person astray. I took the life she should have lived. Is there any other way? I don't think I can anymore. You're really an anomalous power expert? Thank you. So, you saw it. Don't worry. It looks worse than it is. As long as one of us made it out, that's enough. Okay.